Good morning, Peaceful Place. How is everybody doing today? Teacher Brianna here. Today I wanted to talk about something pretty fun and exciting. Now, I don't know about you guys, but since I've been home and spending so much time with my family, I have been doing a lot of gardening and I've been trying to grow my own food, and I've learned so much, but I'm still learning. But I thought there was something that I could share with you guys as a little experiment that you guys could do at home. And I wanted to study and discuss the topic of germination. Can you say germination? Germination is what happens to a seed when it begins to grow. So when you plant a seed in the ground or you give it water, it begins to grow roots down and it grows a plant or a little sprout up towards the sky. So that's what happens when you are growing a plant. There's all kinds of fun stuff we can do though, and I decided to do an experiment with my favorite kind of berry, the avocado. Did you know that an avocado is considered a berry? Pretty crazy, huh? It's a green berry and it's my favorite. So what you can do is this wonderful experiment where we can germinate a avocado pit or the seed, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You can also grow things and grow food from other food. So if you take a cutting of a tomato plant or of a pepper plant or artichoke plant, you can grow another plant from that plant. Pretty cool, huh? So there's so many exciting things that you can do in nature and with just growing stuff around the house. If you don't have a backyard, you can do it in your kitchen. Pretty much anywhere. You can grow things in pots all over the place. So let's take a little tour, shall we? We're at my stepmom and dad's house, and they have this great little outdoor garden happening and this ridiculously beautiful view. And we're growing artichokes and peppers right here, and strawberries right here. Oh my goodness. And over here we're growing some tomatoes. And if you look right in here, you can see that there's some actually growing. There's a little cluster happening. So I don't know if it's possible to fully grow an avocado tree in Seattle, but I'm gonna try. And I'd love for you guys to give it a try too. So come with me down to the kitchen, okay? See you down there. Okay guys, here I am. I'm downstairs in the kitchen and I'm gonna show you how to take an avocado from here to here and then hopefully into a big beautiful houseplant, or maybe you can plant it outside. Who knows? It's getting pretty warm up here in Seattle, so maybe we can actually grow some avocados here. Let's check it out. Okay, you're gonna need to get an avocado and cut it from the top all the way around the bottom and back to the top again. Slide it open and find the avocado pit. Now make sure you have a parent around if you are using anything in the kitchen, guys. Go ahead and get the pit out of your avocado, and then we will be ready to start our experiment. You got a bowl with some water in it, and you can put your pit in there. You get a cup, and you need some toothpicks and a little bit of water. First, you're gonna start washing your avocado pit and make sure there's no bits of the avocado flesh on it so that it doesn't rot while we are trying to grow our plant. So make sure it's nice and clean, dry it off, and make sure it is ready to go. Just like this. Make sure you see the top and the bottom. So the pointy part is the top, and the flat part is the bottom. I learned that the hard way. Go ahead and take your glass, pour your water inside of it. Then you're gonna grab your toothpicks and poke them into the sides. You're gonna need 4 total. 1, 2, and then on the other sides, 3 and 4. Then you're gonna go ahead and place your pit on top of your glass with the bottom in the water. Now I put it accidentally upside down, so you'll watch me flip it over right now. Now we've got the bottom, the flat part in the water, and the pointier part on the top. You always want to make sure that there is water touching the pit so that it has moisture and pretty much food to grow. Here we go. Now here's a stop motion of the whole process. As you can see, the roots are growing down into the water and the pit has actually split. That's because all of the roots are going to come through the bottom and we're going to be able to plant this into dirt. Through the top comes the sprout and the stem, which will eventually become the trunk of our tree. At the very top, you can see there are some leaves beginning to sprout. And here we go. It's opening up, reaching up to the sun and blooming. Now this can take some time, but it's kind of a fun project to see how you can keep it going. As long as you give it water and keep it close to the sun, it should be a happy little avocado plant. Here you can see those leaves popping up and looking pretty happy. Perfect. This is what it's going to look like once it's ready to go into a pot. Okay guys, so we have our avocado tree growing, and I wanted to show you another way to grow some, or have a sprout essentially from a plant to grow the exact same plant again. So that's what we're doing with our avocado tree, but we can also do it another way. It's called cutting, and basically that's exactly what it sounds like. It is a cutting from another plant, and that plant will then make another plant that is pretty much exactly the same as the mother plant that we are taking the cutting from. Now, the cutting doesn't hurt the plant at all. It's actually good to make sure that you trim and cut off all the dead leaves on your plants anyways to make sure that they stay nice and healthy. But we're gonna go ahead and take a cutting from this little cherry tree, or sorry, cherry tomato plant. It's not a tree. Plant. Oh, no thanks. Oh, Vance decided to water me. It's okay. Okay. Okay, oops, let's try that again. So you always want to take your cutting from a healthy part of the tree or of the plant to make sure that you have a healthy starter cutting for your plant. So let's give it a try. Cut right there. Got one here. Let's make a couple. Another one. These all look like nice, healthy pieces of our plant here. Let's do 3. So this is what you do. You can see all 3 of these cuttings here, and we're gonna go ahead and get it ready to sprout. You can put it directly into water, or sometimes you can put it directly into soil, but I've always done it in water. And the way you get it ready is you just kind of take the bottom leaves off so you have a nice little stem exposed. You can just put it right in your water.
Yeah, look at that go.
So we're doing some gardening right now. Vance is over there watering the lawn furniture and sometimes plants too. Okay, so let's see how this one looks. This is a little smaller. There you go. And then here we go. And then we just leave it in here and make sure that we keep the water filled and fresh and happy. And then soon we'll start to see little roots coming from the bottom of our clippings. Pretty cool. All right, well, I can't wait to see what you guys are gonna grow. And please be sure to take videos and pictures and send them our way. All right, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Now I'd like to read you a special story about growing. This is a story called The Little Pink Rosebud. The Little Pink Rosebud by Sarah Cohn Bryant. This is the story of the little pink rosebud. The little pink rosebud lived under the ground in her very tiny dark house. One day, when all was quiet and still, the little pink rosebud heard a tapping at the door. Tap, 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 it carried on. It was quite noisy. "Who is there?" she asked. "I like quiet." "It's the rain, and I want to come in," said a soft little voice. "Well, you can't come in. I won't let you," the little pink rosebud said. But the rain did not give up. A while later, it started up again. Tap, tap, drip, drip on the window pane. "Who is there?" asked the little pink rosebud. "Who is making that racket?" The same soft, gloomy voice said, "It's the rain, and I want to come in. Let me in." "No, I still won't let you in," she said. "I don't know you, and you make too much noise." Then it was quiet and still again. The little pink rosebud was snug and silent until there came a rustling and a whispering. Rustle, rustle, whisper, whisper, all around the window. "Who is there now?" asked the little pink rosebud. "I am trying to rest." "It's the sun, and I want to come in," said a soft, cheery voice. "No," she said, "you can't come in." And it was still again. It was not long until the pink rosebud heard a sweet little rustling at the keyhole. "Who is that?" asked the little pink rosebud. "Why do you keep coming to my door?" "It's the sun," said a cheery little voice, "and I want to come in. I want to come in." "No, no," I said, "you can't come in, and I meant it," said the little pink rosebud. "Now please go away and take the rain with you." As the little pink rosebud sat there all alone and trying to rest, she heard tap, tap, drip, drip, and she heard rustle, rustle, whisper, whisper. It was all around the window, at the door, and coming through the keyhole. "Who is there?" asked the little pink rosebud. "I am getting quite upset." "It's the rain and the sun," said the sun. "It's the sun and the rain," said the rain. "And we want to come in. We want to come in. We want to come in," said their two little voices together. "Dear, dear," said the little pink rosebud, "I am not going to get any rest. This rain and sun are not going to leave me alone, so I guess I will let them in." So the little pink rosebud opened the door, and in they came. The sun grabbed her one little hand, and the rain grabbed the other. And they ran, ran, ran with her to the top of the ground. Then they said, "Poke your head through." The little pink rosebud poked her head through and saw she was in the middle of a garden. It was springtime, and all of the flowers were in bloom. They were beautiful. The little pink rosebud stood in the garden, and she was the happiest little pink rosebud she had ever been. Before a rose becomes a flower, it begins as a tiny seed. That little seed is planted in the ground where it is cool and dark. It needs plenty of rain and lots of sunshine in order to grow. Once it is ready, the seed will sprout and begin to blossom into the beautiful flower we see in the springtime. This amazing process is called germination, and it is just what the little pink rosebud did in this story.